Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're heading to one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States, the White House in Washington, D.C. Whether you're planning a trip to the nation's capital or just curious about the home of the U.S. president, this video will cover everything you need to know. From its fascinating history to how you can visit, let's dive in the history of the White House. Let's start with the history of this iconic building. The White House has been the official residence and workplace of every U.S. president since John Adams in 1800. Here are some key facts. Design. The White House was designed by Irish architect James Hoban in a neoclassical style inspired by buildings in Dublin. Construction. It took 8 years to build, from 1792 to 1800, and was made of sandstone painted white to protect it from weather damage. Name. It wasn't officially called the White House until 1901, when President Theodore Roosevelt gave it that name. Renovations. The White House has undergone several major renovations, including a complete rebuild after it was burned by British troops during the War of 1812. Today, the White House is not only the president's home, but also a symbol of American democracy and leadership. What's inside the White House? While most of us will never get to see the inside of the White House, here's a glimpse of what's inside. Oval Office, the president's workspace where many important decisions are made. East Room, the largest room in the White House, used for ceremonies, receptions, and press conferences. State Dining Room, where the president hosts official dinners and events. Lincoln Bedroom, a historic room named after Abraham Lincoln, though he never actually slept there. Rose Garden, a beautiful outdoor space used for events and ceremonies. The White House has 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and even a bowling alley and movie theater. How to visit the White House 3:35 o'clock. Now, let's talk about how you can visit the White House. Here's what you need to know. Public tours. Free public tours are available, but you must request them through your member of Congress at least 21 days in advance. Tours are available Tuesday through Thursday and on Fridays and Saturdays, depending on the season. Visitor Center. If you can't get a tour, visit the White House Visitor Center, which has exhibits about the history and architecture of the White House. Security. Be prepared for strict security measures, including a background check and ID verification. What to bring? Only small bags are allowed, and photography is restricted in certain areas. Pro tip: plan ahead and submit your tour request as early as possible. Spots fill up quickly. Nearby attractions in Washington, D.C. The National Mall, home to iconic landmarks like the Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument, and U.S. Capitol, Smithsonian Museums. Explore world-class museums like the National Air and Space Museum and the National Museum of American History, all free to visit. The U.S. Capitol. Take a tour of the Capitol building and learn about the legislative branch of the U.S. government. The Jefferson Memorial, a beautiful tribute to Thomas Jefferson, located along the Tidal Basin. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, a powerful monument honoring the civil rights leader. Washington, D.C. is full of history and culture, so plan to spend a few days exploring the White House in pop culture. The White House isn't just a political landmark, it's also a pop culture icon. It's been featured in countless movies, TV shows, and books, from Independence Day to House of Cards. It's also a popular setting for fictional stories about the presidency, like The West Wing and Scandal. The White House represents the power and responsibility of the U.S. presidency, but it's also a symbol of the American people and their connection to their leaders. And that's everything you need to know about the White House in Washington, D.C. Whether you're here for the history, the architecture, or just to snap a photo in front of this iconic building, the White House is a must-see. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel guides. Let me know in the comments, have you visited the White House, or is it on your bucket list? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.